So I wanted to create a quick video showing you how to do a couple more steps to set up your grades, as well as to unhide your grades now that Schoology has been set up with grading periods instead of just the full year. So right now I am in my York Prep Schoology homepage. I'm going to go to one of my courses. And then I'm going to go first to the gradebook grade setup. This is where we went initially at the beginning of the year to set up our grade weights for our categories. And if you look at it, your categories should still look exactly the same as you set them up before. But now if you move down, we now have different grading periods and final weights. And this is what we need to change. This should be set up exactly as you set it up in PowerSchool. So typically what we do is semesters are each equal, so they're 50-50. Then our quarters are also 50-50, and then we change the E1 and the E2 to 0. The only difference would be is that if you are doing a high school course and are doing a final exam, in that case you would do 40-40-20 the same way that you do in PowerSchool. So once you get all of the steps in here, just make sure everything looks correct. If you did it correct, the weight and the percentage should be the same. Once you've set that up, scroll down and do Save Changes. Now, you will need to do this for each of your courses. I would not suggest doing the copy settings feature that we did at the beginning of the year, simply because it'll recopy over your categories as well, and you'll end up with duplicate categories. So do this for each of your classes individually. Just set those up. So that's your first thing. Now that we have our grade weights set up for our grading periods, we need to go back and unhide our grades. So if you look in your grade book, most likely all of your lovely grades are gone, but don't worry, they are still there. All you need to do is go into the grade book and go to the three dots at the top right. If for some reason you do not have these three dots, go to the help button and submit an email request and let them know that you need the three dots in your grade book, and it'll show up later that day. So select the three dots and select bulk edit. If you go in here, you will see, voila, all of your grades are still here. So what you need to do is just select a grading period. So because all of these were still during quarter one, I'm going to change each of these to quarter one. And what you'll notice as from this point forward, as you are creating grades, just like you normally select a grading category, you'll also now need to select a grading period. It was automatically set up for full year, so you didn't have another option. But now that we have the different options, you'll just need to make sure that you select the appropriate quarter when you create a grade column or create an assignment. So I've now moved all of mine to quarter one. I'm going to save my changes. And now if I go back to my grade book for this class, my grades are now going to show up under quarter one. So this part now is set up very similarly to PowerSchool. You'll change it from quarter to quarter. So as quarter one ends, you'll change it to quarter two and enter grades under quarter two. So everything's back in there. Again, you'll need to do that for each individual class. Go to the grade book for the class, go to bulk edit, and then just select the appropriate grading period. Once you do that, everything will be set back up again in Schoology, and you will be all set to go.